Hey, what's up guys? Dave Williams here. Gonna give you a quick little recap. We just finished up at Smith Lake last week and finished in 30th place there, which was a, I'll take that all day long, as tough as it was. It was probably as tough as I've ever seen Smith Lake, for sure. And I wasn't catching many fish during practice. I never caught a limit during the tournament, so that tells you how tough it is, and still finished 30th place. Got out of there with some good points and check, so it was a good week. But how I done it this week, I took and covered a lot of water. I put my casting rod in my hand, and that's the True South V-twin buzz bait. Put a Zoom horny toad on that, and I covered a ton of water. I caught most of them the first day on that, and I think I did catch one or two on a jig, but most of them come on the buzz bait. I did lose a couple for some reason. They just weren't getting the bait real good. I lost one like a 2-pounder, and a couple more decent ones. But I only had, I had a big mistake first day. The first day I had 5 fish in the boat, actually, and I came in, and I guess one of my fish was really close, and when I took it in, it had drawn up a little bit, or just, my board maybe a little bit longer or something. Not making up any excuses, but I had one get kicked out. Cost me the fish and a pound. And actually probably cost me top 10 in the tournament, or pretty close to top 10. I hadn't really looked at it to see exactly where I finished up, But anyway, got kicked out. Seen quite a few guys fish get kicked out, but anyway, it wasn't just me. So, but I threw that buzz bait on the 8437 casting rod, 15-pound high seas monofilament, with Johnny Moore's signature series Rio 8-3-1, and that actually, it put me in a big hole. I only had I had 611 with a penalty. I ended up with 511, so I was down in 80th place after day one. So I wasn't in a good spot. I was really just there just to fish for try to get to the classic, and because I already qualified in the Southern Division. So day two, I said, well, I'm going to fish, try to fish for 5 big fish. I'm gonna pick up a jig and just pretty much throw it all day. And it worked out pretty good. I actually went to one place. It was pretty crazy. I went in this one area where me and my co-angler, practice partner, had a couple bites during practice, and we knew there was something in the water out in front of this dock. We couldn't tell what it was, but we would hit something, and there would be a bite on it about every time. But we caught a couple 3-pounders off of it during practice, and like I say, we don't know what it was. And so I ran to it on the second day, and I didn't go there the first day because we had like a 2-hour fog delay. But the second day I ran to it, I pitched the jig. I threw the queen tackle half ounce jig, Zoom Z-Crawl Junior trailer on there. But I pitched the jig in there, first cast. Second day that I hit this spot, I pitched in there. I caught a 2-pounder, flipped him in the boat. I turned around, pitched back in there again. When I pitched in there the second time, got another bite, 3-pounder. I put him in the box, flipped back in there, and then I caught a 4-pounder. And I was like, man, this is gonna be really good. I mean, I'm 5 minutes into the morning and got like 9 or 10 pounds in the boat. It's like pretty crazy. But I ended up getting hung on it. Like the 4th or 5th cast in there, and I could still see them sitting there because I could look at on my active target and I could see whatever it was, sticking up at an angle, and I could see the fish sitting on it. So, and I got hung on it and pulled it up, and it was a big old giant piece of rope. It was like, like, I don't know, 1-inch piece of braided rope. And these fish were suspended on that piece of rope. I've never seen anything like that before in my life, but it was just laying in the water, just I don't know if it was tied to something or what, but like maybe but I could move the rope, but I couldn't pull whatever it was hooked to, maybe a big concrete pillar or something. But the fish were really liking it for some reason. But I never caught another fish off of that. So I kept throwing the jig the rest of the day, and pretty much all day. I caught one more keeper the rest of the day. I had 3 in the box by, like I say, first 5 or 10 minutes, and then caught one more keeper the rest of the day. It was a 2-pounder, you know, but I caught probably 25 fish on a jig after that, and never had another one over 15 inches. I mean, there was a ton of them, 13 to 15, but I never had another 15-incher. But I still had a good day. I ended up catching 5 that weighed 11-10 on day 2, so I made a huge jump, moved all the way up to 30th place. So I got paid, moved up a lot in the points. I'm in like 16th overall in the Centrals now, so you know, I got a chance to possibly double qualify, but I'm going to Grand next week, and hopefully I can get it done there. It should be a good event. It looks like we're going to get some cooling weather coming in, so that should be really good. And but anyway, the jig set up, Cashin Icon, that's their worm and jig. That's the heavy action worm and jig rod. 20-pound high seas fluorocarbon Johnny Moore Signature Series reel. But I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you at Grand in about a week and a half. Take care.